Leo. Happy July. I hope you're doing well. Okay. All right, guys, you have a bit of a peculiar reading. Okay. And I say that because I very, very rarely get this kind of reading. I will say this. I think that this is in reference to a current relationship or one coming in. But you have really strong messages through here. I think there's some kind of addiction involved here somewhere. And again, this is going to play out different for everyone, but let's go through the cards and I'll tell you why. Because out of 7 cards, 3 of which are major arcanas, and they're not little major arcanas, they're huge, and that's still pretty big. Okay, our overall energy coming in is the World card. Okay, and under it I just now see we've got Justice. Okay. All right, I'm going to take both of them. All right, now our overall, what you've got going on for July is the Devil card, the Sun card, which is great, okay, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, now your advice in here is the Two of Coins and the King of Coins. Okay, your outcome card, this is, you're not going to like this, but I've got to respect it. Okay, you're not supposed to know the outcome. It's the blank card. Okay, and I think with this many major arcanas in here, and given I just pulled another one, so now you've got 4 major arcana cards in here and 2 people cards. Okay, and your messages coming in were, you have a dilemma. I think what's happening here is, the way that I hear it being worded is, you need to stop going for advice, or however you seek advice in your problems, from the source that you're going to them for. Okay, and I think what's happening here is, instead of facing some cold hard facts, you're playing the victim. Why is this happening to me? Why does this, I think you're, instead of really just taking a look at something, as in why this dilemma keeps repeating itself, or why you keep finding yourself here, you've got to take some responsibility to that, instead of just maybe going to a friend that says, they're there, everything will be okay, instead of just, what a real friend would say is just, pull your head out of your ass and really look at why you keep ending up here. Honestly, that's tough love, but that's what a real friend would do. They wouldn't, watch you repeatedly run into a train wreck and just say, oh, they're there, it'll be okay. They'll say, what the hell are you doing? That's what I think is going on here, because your message is coming in where you're not going to seek the answer you're looking for from this, wherever you're going for your answers. You're not going to get it there. The answers are going to come, but it's not going to be from a place that you've gotten them before. And there's also, if you're in a current relationship, this relationship, I think the reason that this is not coming out here is because you need to get really honest with yourself. Guys, I apologize. This is a tough reading though, okay? Because again, you've got the World card and now the Justice card coming in here. There's karma in whatever you're repeatedly doing here. You're either kicking up some dust here and you're piling on a bunch of karma here that you've got to clear. And I think that that's really why you're being asked to really look at this. I think this is a relationship. I think you're in a relationship that you're either hiding something from someone, or someone is hiding something from you, or you're just not being very transparent about whatever it is. So this relationship right now is either going to come together, due to you're both honest with each other and really just lay things out on the table here, or it's going to dissipate. Things are going to come to light and a new relationship is going to come in. Depending upon if you're in a current relationship, you can absolutely save it here if you choose to be open and honest with each other here, okay? Otherwise, it's not going to come together. If you're single and not in a relationship, this speaks of a relationship coming in for you, okay? One that has some staying power. So whatever end of the coin you're on here, you're really being asked to really just be honest and open with the current partner that you're with, or the relationship will dissipate for sure. Or if you're single, it's saying that you know, a new relationship is coming in here too. I'm going to say you've got the Sun card here. That is a card. It's the yes card. It's the enlightenment card. It's things, it's joy, it's peace, it's harmony. It's a marriage card. It's a child card, right? It's anything that you set out to get out of this reading, the answer is yes. But you had a very strong message coming in here. And it's one that I felt was, you know, we can be addicted to the same old stories we tell ourselves. It doesn't need to be, an addiction is an addiction. It's something that you're giving your power away to, right? Either playing the victim role and why does this always keep happening to me, and totally disregarding the fact that you keep running into the same train over and over and over again. And it's time to really take a look at that, because the Sun card in here, it's about working within, you know, restrictions and boundaries, and doing things in a proper way, right? And by proper, I mean ethically, morally, doing the right thing, right? The Devil card is a card of with the Queen of Wands in here. Okay, this could be that you're just, you know, maybe too aggressive with there's an issue within your relationship, and your advice in here, if you're in a current relationship, is you've got to go about this in a different way and be open and honest about everything, or this relationship's going to fall apart. If you're not in a relationship, one's coming in for you, okay? So there you have it. Now, your advice in here is the Two of Coins and the King of Coins, okay? With the Two of Coins in here, I'm going to say, and I just heard it loud and clear, you need to wait and see how this plays out. There's really nothing more to do right now except let this play out, how it's going to play out here. What I'm not thrilled about is it sits here by this King of Coins, okay? If this is your partner and you're in a current relationship with them and there's some issue about money in here, you know, whatever it is, okay, this is gonna, you've got massive major arcana cards in here, cards that speak about karma, they speak about things coming to an end and new things beginning, right? The World card is a card of endings and beginnings, right? But it's not just one time in our lives. It's a shift, right? Because I have a feeling here that someone's relationship is about to either dissipate or, you know, be revived here. But it's all about the whatever's been going on here really needs to be brought to the surface. Okay, but given this is a relationship read, and I'm sure that it is, I'm 100% positive it is, you're really being asked if there's someone that you normally go to for advice here that's not your partner, you need to stop that. If there is, because it's not helping the situation. And I think that it's more of that may be what the addiction is. So just bear that in mind, because your messages were really strong coming through here. You know, you need to really, and I think too that that's why this is not sitting here, because you're really supposed to figure out here why you keep doing the things that you're doing. I've got to respect it, guys. I know I'm getting all kinds of loveliness right now, okay? But just because I can fish for more cards and get you an answer, you're not going to learn your lesson in here. And that's really what this reading is for. So if you want a private reading, we can look at it that way. But I've got to respect, what I'm working with here. So there you have it. You've got the World card, the Justice card, the Devil card, which I do think in here is an imbalance for sure, and the Sun card, okay? I think there may be a financial issue in here. I think there may be, you may go to someone outside of your marriage for, to bounce something off of. Either way, this is not a healthy throw. It's not a healthy throw by any means, and you've got some pretty strong cards here. So depending upon how invested you are in, what's going on, that'll determine what you do here. But for you single Leos, okay, there's a relationship sitting right here, so that's a good thing. Okay, so we'll take that. All right, so don't lose hope on that. But I think that this really was, try doing something different. Okay, if you're in a relationship and you feel like you're caged in, you have no way out, try to do something different. Try to look at something differently. Try to take a shot in the dark about something. But what you're really being asked to do is stop doing whatever it is that you are doing. And if there's someone outside of your relationship that you're going to advice for, you're asked to really stop that, because it's not helping here. The Queen of Wands in this situation would be a great friend, yes, but it would be something that would have to serve her too. You know what I mean? She's not going to, I just don't feel I think that it may be, it's going to be a big mess. It's going to be a big mess. So think about how you want this to end. And I think that that's really why this is open-ended, because you have free will in here. Even though we have this many major arcanas, the people cards in here are not major arcanas. So you and whoever this other person is in here have the free will to change this in whatever way you choose to have that play out, okay? I'm sorry, guys. I can't give you the answer to that because you're not supposed to know it. But my message coming in was very strong. You can still fix whatever relationship this is. It just needs to be something that you talk to your partner about, right? And you need to lay it all on the table, because that was the other message, that if you don't, it's not going to fix it and it will fall apart. That was very, very strong. So those answers you do have. Okay, so I hope that I helped you in some way. I know this wasn't pleasant. I know I'm going to get hate mail, but just because I can, I am not helping you if I help you with your lessons. I'm not. They're your lessons to learn, and they were really strong. So there you go. I think too with Leo, you've got to appease the masses, right? Like you think you need everyone else's approval to do things. You don't. You don't need anyone else's approval. So if you find yourself in a relationship here where feel like you're locked in here, you're not. The choice is yours what to do about it. If it's a relationship that you want to save, that's also your choice. All right, but your strong message was to stop going to whatever means it is to get this comfort that you're getting. That can also be addictions to, alcohol, or an addiction is an addiction, guys. It really is. And it's something that's spiraled out of control. Otherwise, you'd fix it in a heartbeat, right? So I'm not being tough on you. It's just, it's time to just be honest with everyone involved in this situation. And you know what? If you're with a partner that can't handle um, you being honest, because this isn't something, people don't get into these situations by just wanting to get into them. Something starts this ball rolling, right? And by the time that it's out of control like this, it's out of control. So if you're with someone that can't look at you as being human and that you make mistakes and that things aren't perfect all the time, then you may want to really think about that too, you know, um, because we are human. And I just feel very strongly there's the Lover's card is in here somewhere. It's not showing up as a card though, but that energy is in here with, the tough things come out in those relationships. They're the ones that have roots, but they're the ones that they're the real battles in life, right? So if you're with someone that you think you've got the staying power to, they need to be able to look at you as being human, right? And if they can't, then you need to look at that, right? But either way here, we're all human. We all make mistakes, so there you have it. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to do this for you, but I've got to leave it at this. I'm sorry if you don't understand, but I can't go against my ethics here, okay? So thank you so much. Happy July. If I can help you in any way, please let me know. Thank you so much.